Is it easier to get a job when you have a job? Absolutely. Don't question that for a second. I do an example that'll probably be in this week's newspaper about stale bread. You walk into a bakery and there's a fresh loaf that's working somewhere, or there's a stale loaf that hasn't worked in a year, and I'm thinking of hiring the stale one when nobody else has hired them in a year or two. What does somebody else know that I don't know? So if people say, what's with the stale? Is my career stale? Yes, it is. How do I appear unstale? If I'm interviewing you and you've been out of work 3 years, and you say, well, what have you been doing for 3 years? It's like a gap on your resume. Don't ever have a gap on your resume. You've got to show me how you used that 3 years. Tons of volunteer work. I feel passionately about Boy Scouts, and I'm a finance person. I volunteered in their finance department, and I worked on their accounts receivables, and I volunteered 20 hours a week there. Then I went back and got my MBA with my other 10 hours a week, and then I did my job search for 15 hours a week. Wow, you sound like a great person. Because you know, the last candidate was out of work 2 years, and I said, what'd you do with your time? Well, you love this tan? Is this great or what? I've been surfing for 2 years and playing golf and tennis because there were no jobs out there, so I said, why bother looking? Which one am I going to hire? I could, if we had time, I could show you how having prison, drugs, or alcohol issues in your life makes you a better employee, the one I'm going to interview after you and the one before you. It's how you work the issue and what you learned from that situation and how effectively you used your time.